Fan control football.
You can make the selection on your phone. I got the plays up in front of me. What do we think?
Manziel to throw. For the win! Caught! Flash Gordon! Renee Montgomery.
Marshawn.
Joe Montana. Quavo joining us.
This roof is gonna blow.
Fan Control Football is on DAZN with season version 2.0, coming spring 2022.
Power to the fans.
Welcome to Cannata, keep your shoes on. The show formerly known as the Fan Control Podcast of Fan Control Football, the only live sports league that is controlled entirely by you, the fans. I'm Jeff 2Ns1T Cannata, and I am joined by some of my favorite people on the planet. Patrick Dees, Josh Macuga, and the commissioner himself, Ray Austin. Welcome, fellas.
What's
Ray.
up?
I am hyped, guys. I am hyped today. I am hyped, and not because
running out of your shoes, bro.
I've been looking forward to that intro for a week, Mr. Cannata. For a week. I couldn't wait to see you say those words.
It is true. I had a wardrobe malfunction.
What? How dare you ever try to be an athlete again?
Oh,
Gosh,
it hurt my heart so bad.
Ray's in
Josh.
full football ops mode.
Man, we were just sitting. I was literally, I was taping something, videotaping something, and then from the glare of the reflection of the lens, I saw the shoes go up in the air.
The worst you've been on the show.
The words that will forever be ringing in my ear as I fell to the ground was Ray saying, "That did not just happen."
Jeff, I wish you'd been on the show because we were hearing double Macuga losing his shit. He loses it in the video and he's losing it while we're watching. It was so good.
Jacob, do we have that video? Just
Yeah,
no, we
have
don't.
that video? Yeah, we
have
do.
that
Jacob,
in.
come on, you got it.
I guarantee he does. I mean, that really, just for fans who weren't here last week so they can understand the name of the show, I think we're doing a service to...
We got big news to get to.
Do we?
Bigger than you getting duped out of your shoes?
I was not juked. Oh, come on.
Thank you.
Come on.
Here we
Jacob,
go.
MVP.
Volume up.
Oh my God. That is so pathetic. Can I tell you the honest to God truth that this is the thing that no one else will tell you. I literally brought different shoes just in case we did anything like that. And when we were about to do it, I was like, nah, they're all the way over in my bag on the other side of the field. I'm just trying in these shoes.
I bet you wish you would have done that shit now, huh?
And you know, if you go to store.fcf.io, there are pictures, there's shirts of you out of your shoes kind of mid-fall. So check those out.
Like I really feel like that
Oh,
that should be one of the NFT add-ons is Jeff Cannata's shoes. You get Jeff's shoes on your NFT.
Oh, okay.
So good.
I like where you're going.
See? Yeah.
How am I even still employed by this company? You know?
Or why you'd want to be at
Why?
this point.
I like that Jeff took on the golf polo route today, and I went the Jeff route of the. Guys. This is the new FCF hoodie on the merch store.
Yep.
This is quickly supplanted all my other hoodies. This is the most comfortable hoodie that I own. I promise.
Is that a zip up? Is it?
No, it's
a pullover.
straight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got the pullover. I got that one.
It's sick.
I wore that
right?
one last week. Yeah, I got that one.
Ooh, it's nice. It is nice.
I got the power to the fans without the hoodie on it. I don't usually do not the hoodies.
Yeah.
Oh, and?
I don't usually do those, but it looks kind of Kanye. It's,
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It fits real, you know what I'm saying? So I like it. I'm gonna wear it on stage, Dees.
Yeah, you guys are gonna be on stage pretty soon. Rocking. I don't know if we're supposed to talk about that, but I'm excited to see. I want a video from that.
We're like a boy band.
We're
We're touring.
Well, yeah, we'll cut it down. Ray and I have an hour-long presentation to talk to Toner and Ink people about the crazy shit that we're doing. And I was telling Josh this earlier. It will either be our greatest hit. We will blow their minds standing up, chanting LFG, or it's going to be our hardest bomb. And then there's like no middle ground. Like it's just one of those two things.
I think you guys should go on as Toner and Ink. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Toner, that's Ink. We are Ink.
Well, Ray's got a guitar. Dees just kind of like lead singer with a tambourine, just like going full. We get you those sharpened Bill and Ted's glasses.
Oh yes,
Ooh,
yes.
We should go on as Hash and Tyrone. And Patrick Tyrone. Patrick is Tyrone.
Woo. We are burying the lead here. The only thing that could push this news this far down into the show is me losing my shoes, I guess, and these guys being on stage. But we have big news for this league, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not heard, I don't know, haven't been reading Forbes magazine, perhaps, you may not be aware. We got 40 million.
I think the gentleman who said it best was Marshawn Lynch. So Jacob, if you've got that Marshawn quote, I think raising the $40 million was worth all of that effort just to get this quote out of Marshawn. If we could throw that on the screen, I want people to see how Marshawn put it. If Jacob's got that.
Jacob, just play the video of Jeff losing.
Sorry to put you on the spot, Jacob. He did not know that was coming. But yeah, like we like you'd said, it was yesterday. It was on Forbes, CoinDesk, Sportico, VentureBeat, kind of all over the planet. We raised $40 million in an investment round led by Animoca Brands and Delphi Digital. The other investors included Gemini Frontier Fund, Sixth Man Ventures, Jump Crypto, Redbeard Ventures, Spartan Capital, NG Ventures, executives at Golden Tree Asset Management, and Sebastian Borget, co-founder of Sandbox. So kind of a murderer's row of folks in Web3 and the NFT space. And all of our existing investors re-upped. Here's this quote. This is unbelievable. Jeffrey, can you do the voice over here? Can you read this like Marshawn?
the whitest guy ever reading Marshawn's quote?
Sure.
FCF is giving they money up. No, this is amazing. FCF is giving their money up, securing them 40 M's. We ready for seasons 2, 3, and some mo. I mean, you can't say it any better than that, right?
Nope.
Not just season 2,
right.
Season 3, beyond. This league is for real. It's here to stay. Right? Guys, I know, Patrick, you want to talk. I mean, the big marquee is $40 million, which is nothing to sneeze at. It's going to make sure that season 2.0 blows season 1.0 out of the water, and that the league is continuing on in the future. But I know that it actually has tangible results for viewers, right, Patrick?
Yeah, I mean, I think something that's difficult at times is translating it. Cool, the league got a bunch more money to go continue to grow, but what does this mean? To your point, additional seasons, we're doubling the number of teams, and very soon you guys will be able to see this brand new purpose-built FCF facility that we're building just outside of Atlanta that is unbelievable.
It is so good.
It's sick. It is sick.
And I want to thank everybody who's here. You're a big part of why we were able to raise that money and continue to build this with you guys and gals and people. Like literally your devotion, you tuning in, week in, week out, calling plays, making decisions on the league. Like, this is a win for all of us.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that we get to do this for a little, for some time to come. And it is not lost on me that this is my job, that I get to combine my favorite two things on the planet, video games and live sports, do it with my friends, and doing it with a community as rad as this. I'm beyond thrilled. It was yesterday, finally announcing it was great because we'd actually closed it about a month ago, but it is, a real highlight of my professional career. So thank you guys for helping us get to this point, and I can't wait to see where we go as a group together.
I mean, you got so excited they raised the 40 million, Jeff. You lost your shoes. That's the story for another day. Dees, I want to know, I think what the fans want to know too is we raised this 40 million, a collective raise. Everybody, like you said, there's so many people involved in everything, but there's a ton more going into season 2, things that we dreamed about in season 1 that we talked about that weren't even close to being possible, that are all now becoming a reality. This 40 million isn't just going to line pockets. This 40 million is going to build an empire.
No, I mean, 100%. So, I mean, we're literally doubling the number of teams, right? So, but I mean, you think about and a lot of folks, we're watching this on Twitch. This is a video game playing audience. The digital product, the way you engage with the league is going to be orders of magnitude cooler, all kinds of bits of polish from animations and sounds, but the way you level up and the way you engage, it's going to be, literally we're just taking, we're just pouring gasoline on this fire that was started last season. And to your point, Josh, bigger in every conceivable way.
And the players, like picking the right players for the league, having those guys that wear the jerseys and the G-Ways and creating these stars and everybody being a part of it. Like, I think that's the best thing that, going to these combines. My dog just jumped in. What's up, buddy? Yes, I'm on. Sorry.
He's excited too.
Yeah, but no, seriously, it's so good. Like meeting these new, these new kind of, I call them stars, like their talent. Like, man, every time we go to a different city, it's like I'm meeting different talent. And the fact that people don't realize this, that don't go to the combines, we have our own players come back to they show up as like special guests for the combines. Like, it's so dope. Who was out there this week? I'm trying to think who was out there this week.
Destroying made it down there, but
Destroying went down.
What? I heard. Slick Nick was there, wasn't he, this weekend in Atlanta?
No, Slick didn't make it out there. Who am I missing? Man, it was like 2 or 3 guys that were there. Like, Quentin Porter. Unc was there. Man, I talked to Unc for a whole like literally was just watching wide receivers. And he was like, man, check that dude out there, right there, Commish. He's good. He's straight. He like him. It was. I'm forgetting all the guys that was there. It was a couple guys that were there.
I heard Andrew Jamil's high school quarterback was there as well, or his college quarterback. Whoever was throwing in the rock in college and or in high school was.
Yes, that's who and Andrew, and he put Andrew on the phone too. So Andrew's been stocking all the tryouts. Every tryout that I've been to, he knows somebody that's there, and he's actually sending guys there to those tryouts.
Stuyvesant Latham, our girl Banana Leche said, Jan crew, Sean Brown, Joseph Boykin were also there. And we got to give a real big shout out, to Celso Porto, aka the Jiggaman Porto, to the Good Parts, Stat Head, Coach Richie, Con, AJ, and not only them, their significant others.
Did they take their significant other? That's great. What a posse. They rolled deep, huh?
Help with the whole broadcast. And you know what? I was talking to them all on Monday, and they put together a pretty amazing broadcast, 45 minutes, 50 minutes live from a conference room in the hotel in Atlanta with 9 edited segments placed throughout. They were at the tryout the whole morning. They crushed it. They absolutely crushed it. And that's a lot of the stuff that we're going to be doing with FCTV going forward as we head into 2.0. There's been so much discussion about what can and will be done with FCTV, and we're just scratching the surface right now, boys.
The chat, I just want to shout out a couple folks. Info Arcade in the chat says, I love this league. Silent Killa 326 Jr. says, I can't wait till season 2.0. Astrophysical Anomaly says, hashtag power to the FCF. Everybody's excited, man. You can feel it. Everybody is excited. And like you said, Patrick, we got double the teams. Just announced. Go ahead.
Let's talk about the 2 of the new teams that you guys probably are aware. If you're watching the show, you probably were aware of the Knights of D-Gen team, right? Which is Tiki Ronde Barber, Jerry Ferrara, Cynthia Lee Freeland, that whole Drew Austin, all of those teams. There's Team Aoki, which is Steve Aoki, and 888, who's the founder of 888 Inner Circle. You probably know those 2 teams. So the 2 teams we announced yesterday were the Gutter Cat community team. And I've got a list of folks that's led by. That's King Blackboard, Dr. Dictario, Vivek Ravishnikir, Spotty Wi-Fi, and former NFL legend Jamal Anderson.
Whoa,
Come on. He's a gutter cat. He's got a gutter dog just like your boy.
Right.
And then the Bored Ape community team with team ownership featuring Tropo Farmer, Josh Ong, Jerry Bourne, Franklin, Lindsey Barnes, Benjamin, NFTs Anonymous, Jeff Nicholas, and Spreadsheet with a lot of 3s. So some real heavy hitters in both of those communities. So I can't wait to see what they do as well with these teams.
And correct me if I'm wrong, we're going to be able to pick the name of these teams, correct? Or is this the name of the teams? This is Gutter Cats, Bored Apes.
They are the names will be voted on. It'll be a similar process the way we did it. They'll obviously, so everybody will write in names, but we'll curate that list down a little bit. So it'll be 4 or 5 names that those communities love. And then fans will be able to vote on that.
These are just the names of the ownership groups. These are not these are not the team names. So yeah, it's still fan controlled. Haven't lost the DNA of the league.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Yeah.
Well, and the other question I get constantly, especially from a lot of the kind of funny community and whatnot, if you are not associated with an NF team, it doesn't affect you. Like if you're a Wild Aces fan, nothing changes for you except maybe a potential rivalry, right? It is a free to play league where it is fundamentally a different experience being part of one of the NF teams versus kind of a traditional team. But be clear that none of that changes. That engagement that you loved last season, that community that you loved, these NFTs are a completely optional vector into the league and nothing that affects your experience or enjoyment of the league.
I got a pitch for you guys. I got a pitch.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
What we got 4 NF teams and we got 4 non-NF teams, right?
The OGs.
Okay.
We got basically 2 conferences.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
We got an NFC and an AFC, an NFT and an AFT.
AFT.
Come on.
So we just gotta come up with what AFT stands for. And I think we're in it. We got the original teams are the AFT, and we got the NFT and the AFT.
You've got non-fungible tokens and awesome teams.
There you go.
I want everybody in the chat to realize they just witnessed history. That's just going to happen now. And you were here when it was decided. That's how a lot of this business is run.
It's going to be like, they said, before the merger. This is the first time since the merger that something happened. They talk about NFL. It's like it's the first time since the NFT AFT merger that something like this has happened. So yeah.
I like Peanut said NFT conference and the OGFT conference. I like that.
The chat is blowing up today. This is pretty awesome. Liquid Air has said, we got to give a shout out to Jersey Born, who is a star in the FCF Discord, who is a Bored Ape owner, I believe.
You're damn right he is.
And Coach Richie wants to know, when do we start voting on all of these? Votes are coming in very hot. I would imagine, Dees.
I'm being told we have 93 days until it's on.
Oh my God. Every time I see that number, it's more terrifying.
I mean, you got to be careful when you say it, because every time you say that there's only 93 days left. All hands on deck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were saying for a long time that stuff was coming and it was going to start the momentum was going to start increasing. The velocity with which you get news and votes would increase. But here it comes. And in fact, we just got off the phone call. Ray, Josh, and I just got an opportunity to have a first look at the jerseys, which I tell you what are so filthy. They are so good. Yeah. Fans don't have a bad option. Not that they did last season, but there were some ones that I kind of preferred. We discussed them on the show. We're going to do that again here this year. But what I'm telling you is 4 for 4 in every one of the teams. They're sick.
The Zappers. I was going to say the Zappers.
Zappers would make me change teams.
Wow. Oh my God. And there is one, the Glacier Boys one is absolutely filthy. It's just cold.
I like the Beast.
You guys are killing me right now.
I know. All right, I'll send you something, Jeffrey. I know that's not nice, but it's coming. Like that vote is very soon.
Although the Wild Aces jersey is like if Picasso punched Basquiat in the face and put it on. It is awesome.
It's somebody puked up Vegas all over his shirt.
Took all the carpet samples from all of Steve Wynn's hotels and put it on the jersey. Yep. It's good,
this is what we've been building toward for months. We've been on this show. We've been doing our thing, talking about how it's coming. It's all coming together, and we're seeing those chess pieces get put on the board. We're seeing how much work you guys have been putting in to make season 2.0 just completely trounce season 1.0. I mean, it's so much bigger. It's so much better. It's really exciting.
Yeah, then you're not kidding. People saw the news yesterday and they're like, "Oh, I'm so excited for you. I'm glad you guys did that." But that's 7 months in process, pulling the right pieces around the table, because what is exciting about this concept is a lot of people want to be part of this investment round. But, you know, like Ray and Saurabh and Grant and I would go back and start thinking about like, well, who are the people that we want? When you have a choice, you get to pull in people that are going to continue to add value. So folks like Animoca Digital and Delphi, like these are like all stars in this Web3 space. And so again, Murder's row of people who get this technology and can help us scale this thing in the way we want to do it. So can't wait.
Yeah.
Hey, and Oogie Boogie, say Ray's a trader. Boy, I'm the commission. Can't be no damn trader. I get to rep everybody, but I gotta rep the Glacier Boys out of the four of us. So
Yeah.
Jose Ruckus in chat said, I've puked up Vegas before.
I mean,
who hasn't? Who hasn't? Part of the
been to
experience.
Vegas, you know.
Vegas is a garbage town for monster people.
And our boy J-Man Porter said, cannot wait to get my Ballers Collective. Been talking to him. We're working on, the Ballers Collective is dropping very soon. You're going to be able to purchase that in the next few weeks. So I've got my wallet set up. I'm ready to go. As Grant said, if you don't know what to do, Google it.
Google it.
Okay, just go ahead.
those ballers are dope, though. Those ballers,
sick,
are
right?
bad,
I can't wait to get my personal Jeff Cannata NFT just running out of his shoes. Jacob, hit my video. Let's go. Come on, because Jeff's NFT is going to be a lot like my cackle. Can we get my cackle? If anybody wants my cackle as their ringtone, all you got to do is record this portion of the program. And
you guys are killing me. The thing
that
is missing from all of this is the fact that in the next moment I then beat Josh.
Yeah, but
I didn't see that on the video.
Quick slant, caught the touchdown pass.
I didn't see that.
Hear my cackle.
This has been edited.
Oh, shit!
Come on, man.
Oh
man. But you could sense the speed. You could sense the speed off the line. You could sense it.
Yeah, kinetic energy just building up. You're about to explode.
How did my back pedal look?
I was just about to say, you're a little high. You're a little high. You was nervous. You was trying to get up out of there. Hey, you can calm down, because.
In his defense, he didn't know what might come flying out of his shoe.
Yeah. You know the other thing that we Josh hit on a little bit earlier, but another thing that like this money is obviously going to scale the league in a million different ways. It's fundamentally going to change the fan experience. But one of the reasons, and I think we can announce it here, Josh has joined the FCF team as a full-time team member. So first of all, hell yeah. But he's going to help build out this FCTV, this fan-controlled TV. We are open sourcing this league for content creators. So we're going to put together this huge repository of graphics and lower thirds and logos and things that you can use along with stats and other things to help you go build content. We're going to open source all of this shit. So if there's something from the league, it will be available for you to pull together and make content out of. And then, Josh is going to be working with selected partners to kind of like a white glove program. We're able to, give people a platform and help them refine the product and those types of things. So it's going to be awesome. We've talked about it for a long time, but again, until this raise happened and we didn't have the resource to be able to do a lot of the things that we've always wanted to do. And I think you said that earlier, Jeff, there's all these things that we talked about, and wouldn't that be great if, and most of those things are going to start to happen in season 2 and 3.
You know what this is, guys? This is the express written consent of FCF. You're not allowed to use the logo without the express written consent of the NFL. But now FCF says, screw that. Here's our express written consent.
Go do it.
Crazy.
Vegas. It's time to open source, baby. I mean, we've got tons of content in the mix. A lot of very eager fans that want to make some content. We're gonna start putting out some feelers for people to start pitching us content. There is Patrick, myself, a team of people. The other nice thing is Ray and Patrick were very active, obviously, last year on game day broadcasts, and this year Jeff and I will also be there on game days to be part of the broadcast.
Come on,
it's an amazing thing. Like the whole team is there, man.
Yeah.
The whole team is there.
It's gonna be a blast, man. I am so excited.
And I love like how y'all just made a place for y'all to sit at the table. Y'all part of the family now. Come on in.
Damn right. You're damn right. You're damn right.
That's what I'm talking about.
So exciting, man. I say this all the time. I will repeat it. It is awesome to be part of something that feels so exciting and cool and new and fresh and but also it's got good people.
like good human beings, which is, you know, you often find one without the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so rare to have both at the same time. And I'm thrilled to be part of it. I just feel privileged to know you guys and know the greater FCF family, because all the way to the top, it just feels like decent, good humans, which is awesome.
J Money Time in chat says, what's the best place to get in touch with Josh for FCTV after he attacked me? Can Josh open his DMs on Twitter? Thank you. I will not open my DMs. That is a 100%.
Not a great idea. Just saying.
Just show your phone right under the screen.
I'll give you Dees' phone number. I do have my Instagram messages open, so you can reach out to me at Josh Macuga on Instagram. Twitter is another beast. I had my DMs open there for a little bit, regretted every second of it, so I closed it up. And so I on Instagram, you can reach out to me again at Josh Macuga, and I try and respond to any and all DMs, make them appropriate, and be good people. That's all.
Jeff, I want to piggyback on what you said. I mean, thank you. What you said about the caliber of people here, both in the front office and the people in the field, really warms my heart, because it's a big focus. Is building culture and community. And when we talk about working with folks, it's culture fit, but also culture add. How can you bring to this culture? And you two add so much. I also really want to thank and thank you two, but the fans here that are here. You guys took a bet on us early.
Yeah.
Right. Really believed in this before it was a thing. And we kept saying, we're going to be everywhere. This is literally going to change everything. And the people that, that are in this call, that are in this chat, helped make it a reality. So thank you for believing in, us as founders, us as the show, us as a league. Thank you for taking a bet with your time and energy and passion. The number of times, guys, yesterday, I heard from fans reached out and just said, fuck yeah, Dees, congratulations. It was awesome. It was just, I'm just so thrilled that the type of community that we're building is welcoming and passionate and fun and smack talking and creative and nice and kind. The minute somebody starts trolling, our community starts to engage in a pretty healthy dialogue and points out where they're wrong, but talks to them in good faith and ends up still being welcoming. It's a wonderful thing to see, and let's continue to find other community members like that as we grow it.
And I just wanted to shout out Annalise, Jacob, Steven.
Come on.
Our content now, man, it just got flavor. If you're not seeing our content that's getting put out, man, it's just so good now. It's just I just love what we're creating. Look at these. They make these four guys. Well, these three guys look good. This one is over there. These three guys,
need all the help we can get.
They make these three guys look good. Seriously, it's the thing that I missed about football that most football players miss is the locker room. It's just that camaraderie, that friendship, that fun, those stories, those memories, and that's what we've created. That's the culture that we've created. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
Here. Our buddy Meraki Mott, who we met in Los Angeles, who I gave a big hug to, not knowing it was Meraki Matt or Mott, until he turned around and said it on his jersey. I was like, oh, dude, tell me. That's the thing, is when we meet people and they're like, yo, what's up, man? You gotta imagine we don't know who you are, because just tell me your name so that I can be like, yes, or so-and-so in the chat, because he said, use the Discord more, Josh. I've been using the Discord
stepping
a lot
it up
lately.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get in there. I'm not great on Discord, but I'm also have a billion other things that I want to get done. And so when I can try and get in the Discord, I will be in the Discord, and when I'm not, I'll be making fun of Jeff's new clothes as a Colorado resident. He's wearing a lot of spandex and vests, and that's the thing we got to talk about.
He was pre-vesting
before we got there. I have snow on my lawn, Josh. Come on. No, it's 90 degrees where you are in your hoodie pullover. But some of us
I got a collar underneath my hoodie. I'm always ready to golf, Jeff, and I'm always ready to FCF. Come on.
There you go. I just want to point out one more time that we only have 93 days left. 93 days. It's coming. All right. Let's take a quick break. And after the break, we got to check in with a little Commissioner's Corner, because we have a tryout to talk about. So let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
He can't stop now. It's bad for life.
In 2021, Fan Control Football launches the first sports league that gives power to the fans.
With fans calling plays.
In 2022, now season version 2.0 is bigger and badder. With 4 new NFT teams and $40 million in a Series A raise. The disruptor to professional sports is here to stay. Get in the game at FCF.io.
We can't stop that.
Didn't take long for that the new version of that to drop with the new info.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's all partially inspired by Mr. Josh Macuga. Roll together, die together. You know.
Listen. There's only one Bad Boys franchise. Every other movie stinks.
All right, let's get into it. The segment.
Look at Ray. Ray's like, wait, that's not right.
Solid take.
Just,
that's
Ray,
what I like
just
about.
You wait. Just you wait. When my daughter turns 15 or 16 and some boy comes over to the house to take her out, I'm going full Reggie in Bad Boys 2. I'm calling somebody, and that somebody might be you, Ray.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm
definitely not calling old Pre-Vest. Okay, the Pre-Vest defense over there.
I will run that boy out of his shoes. All right, it's everybody's. I like how my role has become just the guy that gets shit on. This is fun.
It was me, Jeff.
It was me. He goes full time when he gets out of the moved up. Yeah. All right, it's everybody's favorite segment. It's time for Commissioner's Corner. There it is.
Yo,
hey, we had another tryout in Atlanta. We were talking about it a little bit before. You were there.
Yep, tryout was great. We had a great turnout. I spent a lot of time on the defensive side this time. We're getting receivers, tons and tons and tons of receivers, and that's great. But we got to have the right guys to cover those guys. So, in the FCF, we're looking for those hybrid type of DBs, guys that can play corner, guys that can play safety, not afraid to hit, but can still cover. Because we got some big boy wide receivers out there. We had some last year. So I found some really good DBs. I think we signed 4 DBs out of the 7 I think I worked with. And we got 2 dogs that I'm really, really excited about. Sam, I'm going to throw some names out there for you fans.
Yeah, do it. Give that early taste.
Kevin Sears and Sam Brown. Just remember those 2 defensive backs. I think those guys are hybrid players. They can both play corner or safety. We had 2 other guys that were great. They were deep. They were strictly corner guys, which is great. Got to have some cover boys. We had that like last year with Tatum and Dylan Winfrey. But we need the Mark Wills type guys that come, the Putus that can play corner and can play safety and be able to cover the tight ends and cover the big boy receivers that we're going to have too. So I feel really good about them. We had one wide receiver that kind of stood out to me. His name was Troy Tan. I think he was number 30. I don't know if you guys remember him. Caught some really good balls out there. But there was this tight end, Joe Gruden. Let me see this. Joe Grogan. This dude's gonna be a stud to me. I think because I think if fans use him correctly as a tight end and a running back, like instead of drafting a running back, you draft him to do both. You just added another player. I was super. He was in shape. He looked good as a football player. He caught some really good balls out there. He caught some deep balls. He bodied up some of the little guys. So I was really I was really high up on him. And
Commish, they were calling him in the fan broadcast. They were just commenting on his quads. They got like slow-mo zoom in on Joe Grogan's quads because he looks like a Viking too. He's a big boy. Yeah.
So you're saying the Joe Grogan quadcast?
Jeff? Yes.
Just asking.
Yes. Okay.
Atlanta went great. We're still signing guys as we speak now. But again, we spent a lot of time in LA. We got some really good wide receivers in LA and Texas. We already knew that. We needed to start adding defensive players now. We had a good linebacker on defensive end, Tobias. We also signed. But we got to start filling out them defense rosters.
Okay. We've had a couple now, Ray. Like we've had 3 We got 2 more. Is that right?
This is our third one. We got 2 more.
Right.
We got one
Okay.
in Orlando coming up February 5th. And we've got over 100 guys there. And then we've got the last one in Atlanta, February 26th. And we've got over 150 guys.
Which this group's going to be all covering that live. So tune in. You guys can see
there.
that all happen. Ray, what do you think, now that we've had a couple under our belt, what kind of trends are we seeing, right? Like, is there, what are you seeing out of the players? I'm showing up for these.
I'm seeing former players come out and support, which I love. I think that just shows you what our culture is.
Yeah.
Like, our players are showing up and promoting for us, which is so dope. Number one. Number two, a lot of guys already know who we are and what we're doing. And especially now after this raise, I think Orlando's going to be set off. But to me, I think everybody's starting to understand what we're trying to do. And then when we get there, I think as a football ops, department, we do really well with. I think, you guys as being on TV and entertainers is really calming the plane. You know what I'm saying? So we can get the most out of the players because, you get up there, you jack, you geek, you hype, you don't know what to expect. But it's like, nah, let's calm all that down. Let's have some fun. Let's compete, and once you do that, we get we get more competition and more energy out of the guys. And we interview some guys, man, that's got some really great stories that I'm really excited about. Like, one guy drove from Texas, man. This quarterback, I cannot remember I got his name, Devin Isidore. This dude, Isidore. Isidore. This guy is going, man, big body dude, great heart, strong arm. Came down there with his wife and his daughter. They were sitting up in the stands just chilling, just wait for him. And she was just going off every touchdown he threw.
You got to love that.
That dude right there, that dude's he's going to be somebody. And Jinx got him, was the one that found him. He's going to be a player for us, 100%.
That's awesome.
So cool, man. I love it. And like we were saying, there's 2 more opportunities. So if you know anybody, I think what Ray said is totally right. I think that the news of the raise, of the 40 million, I think that's going to probably spur a lot of folks to take it seriously and go, oh, I'm going to show up and get involved in this thing. So you can get involved in this thing if you are a player with aspirations to be in the FCF, or if you know anyone, please let them know. Tryouts.fcf.io is where you go to register for February 5th in Orlando or February 26th in Atlanta. So those are the 2 remaining tryouts. Only 2 more opportunities to get on Ray's radar, to get on football ops radar, and get in this league.
Or listen, just come hang out. Honestly, we've met fans of these things. It's unbelievable. Again, you need to be vaccinated and be able to show proof. But if you can make it to one of these things, you want to see these guys early, you want to hang out with us a little bit, come out, man. Let's do it.
And
grab a beer afterward or something.
Comment real quick, but I also do want to reiterate that we're going to be there in Orlando, doing a full live stream. Interviewing players, trying to get as many people involved in the live stream as we can. Try and break down some footage for you. Try and relay all that information so while you're watching, you know who you're watching. If you like what you see, I'm sure there are going to be some team owners in Orlando and Atlanta again at the end of February, and you'll be able to see a lot of athleticism on display. A lot like this athleticism. Patrick, you want to break this down for me?
Yeah. So you see him lining up. You feel the
cackle.
It's so good.
No, wait, Jeff.
You can see how
there is. There it is. Yeah.
I keep thinking it's going to change. Like at one point, he's not going to come out of his shoes. But he doesn't.
I offered literally any amount of money to destroy this footage. Literally any amount of money. I said, name your price.
You did. I saw that.
I would have sold my home. You know what I'm saying?
You just moved there.
Yeah, no, worth it.
Oh wait, this is me. Yep, thanks. Yeah, like I'm not very fast, if you can tell.
I think I had him pretty well covered.
Yeah. Dead to rights.
I was a little slow off the line, Ray. What would you say it was?
Well, I would say, Jeff, you got to stay square. You gave up your ass. You gave up that ass. When you give up that ass, they can take it from you, right?
Yeah.
That's literally too. But you gave up that. You got, and he could easily swim you like that. So you got to stay square.
That's what I was hoping for. Come around on that side.
And Josh, you just got to find the ball.
It was a bad pass, Ray. It was a bad pass. It was Trips 22, right, Omaha. In the chat, London592 says, Devlin Isidore, that's my son-in-law made for this league. Welcome to the chat,
on.
That's awesome. Hey, listen, you can DM me, guys. I get guys I mean, just like Dees said, everybody was, so we had people reaching out to him. I had more players reaching out to me over DM than anything. Now, they'll be coming at me with no, hey, bro, or hey, dog. It's commish.
There you go.
Okay. Y'all ever see Seinfeld? You ever see Seinfeld? Like the maestro?
Yeah.
I was walking on this field and Donko was coming at me. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna talk to him right now." He was like, "Hey, Ray." I was like, "Yeah, let me talk to Donko real quick. I gotta talk to him real quick."
Commish, so I'm walking back at the LA Trout. I'm walking back from where you guys were doing the interviews in that weight room, right? And I'm like walking past the tent, and I just hear you go, Doncor! And he like popped up. He looked at me. I was like, I don't know. He didn't yell my name. It was one of the scariest yellings of Doncor I've ever heard.
That's my guy right there. Y'all don't realize Donk is great. He does a great job for Sean Leotta. Coach Leotta he's just there. We couldn't get a better group of football ops, and we say that to build a championship team, you got to have championship people around you.
Yep.
And our football from the top to the bottom, from we've got top AFL guys and top that all these different people that have been a part of sports. We've got over 150 years parts of sports, just in our football ops. It's awesome.
Yeah. Today on the big call, it was nice. Like Dees introduced me to the company and everything, and our boy Coach Leotta the only thing he said all meeting was like he unmuted. And he was like, "Yeah," and he's from Pittsburgh. That's right, more Pittsburghers in here. And I was like, "Yeah, let's go."
It's taking over this call too. Oh my god.
Yep.
I love what I'm sorry. I'm just looking at what Rick T just said. You don't call Coach Sanders Dion. Why call Commish Ray? Listen, I don't know if you guys seen this. That's a great. Have you seen the clip of Dion and the guy that tried to interview him? And Dion sat down and he kept calling him Dion. And Dion was like, "Listen, you wouldn't call Nick Saban Nick." He was like, "No, you're right, Dion." And Dion just got up and walked away. I was like, he's a Hall of Famer. Come on, man.
It was. Anytime I met an athlete or something, my dad would always say, when I was a kid, if I was asking them I would always say, Mr. Bettis, could I get your autograph? Right? I never said, "Hey, Jerome." I don't know.
Right.
Unless it was OJ.
Unless it was
okay. You call him Juice. Did you guys ever see that Jim Rome
Chris Everett
interview with
Chris Everett?
Yeah. Yep. Calling him Chris, and he just came through the table. It's one of my favorite clips of all time. If you hadn't seen
ever,
Google Jim Rome, Chris Everett. It's unbelievable.
That's incredible.
I would never call anybody by the wrong name.
No, never.
God damn it. Why do you guys even hang out with me?
Why do you hang out with us? It's starting to get, it's like, he's already dead.
Some disturbing hiring stories from his past last night on the telephone. I was like, Jesus, Dees, you can't do that to people.
Okay,
I'll making people battle to the death for their job. I'm like, what?
It's way more benign than it sounds. Just really quickly, we had 2 roles. We were going to fill both of them. I was in my mid-20s. We had a startup. We wanted to hire both guys. But I pulled them aside and said, "Guys, we had a basketball hoop in the back." And I said, "Guys, it's really come down to both of you. You're equally qualified. I need you to each shoot 10 free throws. And the one that gets most out of 10 gets the job." And so they were like, "Oh, okay." So they shot it. And the second guy was shooting worse. And he was mathematically eliminated. And he's like, "I'm not even going to shoot the rest. I got to go call my wife and tell her I didn't get the job." Just devastated. And I was like, no, dog, you're both in. You're both in. And I don't think either of them talked to me for 2-3 weeks.
Dees playing Squid Games with people.
My point is, I only told Josh that story so he can be on guard because there's been zero hazing to this point, but it's coming.
New hire.
My understanding is that any new hire gets their ribs broken by the commissioner.
Yes.
That's my understanding.
Oh man.
I'll tell that story on stage.
The stories we have.
So yes, again, to reiterate, February 5th, Orlando, Florida, the next tryout. We will be there. We will be broadcasting live right here. Twitch.tv/FCF is one way to watch it. I believe we'll also be on NBC LX, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
NBC All Access.
Yeah. And then again on February 26th from Atlanta, Georgia. It's gonna be awesome. And those of you that tuned into the first tryout that we broadcast as a team, I thought it was so much fun. I think we're gonna get even more in depth. We're gonna be able to comment on what you're seeing more. It's gonna be so much fun. I hope you hang out with us. I'm looking forward to it a lot. So,
Jeffrey, you mentioned NBC. This is another prime example of getting community members involved in everything we're doing, that whole ecosystem. But Matt Batson, creator of the Glacier Boys Tears, huge Aces super fan, creator of that Glacier Boy Tears video last season. We had him hired over with NBC. He's now a producer on the pre-show that we're having a big announcement about who's hosting that and all that. But he's helping create content for and around FCF, and he came right out of the community. It's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So proud. He's going to crush that.
I mean, so many of the faces that we're seeing are folks that were around for season 1.0 and create just kind of generated on their own and caught the attention of FCF, and here we are. It's cool. It's like
you guys were here early. I'm telling you,
early in. Yeah, that's right.
GM026 said, "Have you changed manufacturers for your merchandise? My championship shirt started to fall apart after the first wear."
Yes.
The big answer to that, Dees.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, the quality of, and Ray will tell you, I really didn't like not only the quality of the shirts, but they weren't comfortable. It felt like you were wearing cardboard. I don't wear a lot of the first season t-shirts because I just didn't like them. If you've got one that's falling apart, email me. It's patrick@fcf.io. We'll replace it. Like you need that. And like I said, we've totally top graded, stopped to soup to nuts on the merch store. So quality of the hoodies are better. The shirts are way better and more comfortable. So
this hoodie is straight.
The hoodies are hot.
I got you, Jam 26. Email me. We'll get you flipped out.
All that new stuff. All that hot merch.
Really cool stuff.
Jeff, I believe they're going to be Dees, can you confirm this? Will they be doing a Jeff Cannata vest this year?
I want to
a vest.
We've got a vest and a onesie with him falling out of the shoe.
Core warm. Your core stays nice and warm, and then the arms are free. See, free arms.
So you can do the swim.
You can do.
Ray was just talking about. We were swimming.
Yeah.
He got the onesie, but the shoes are out.
Ray, let me ask you a question. You were a college football player. You were ripped. Did you ever wear a sweater vest with no shirt underneath it?
Never.
Oh,
it's a baller move.
Close.
It's a baller move.
Yeah, a lot of those Penn State football players in like the early part of the year would come to the club. It was called Champs, and they would have the sweater vest, no shirt.
I got hair on my chest, so it looked like a whole bunch of ants. Like,
I love it. Amazing. All right, guys. We have been playing all year long. We have been playing, well, more than all year. We just started the year. All season long, we've been playing fantasy football with the NFL. And like many of you whose fantasy seasons are coming to a close, ours is as well, or has. And we don't even know. The four of us don't even know who won fantasy football. So last week I wasn't on the show. I was traveling. I sent in my picks, but it says as selected by fans. I sent Jacob my picks.
Oh, did you send the picks?
We instructed
Jacob
they
close?
to throw that out, and it was literally a race. It was whoever got a team in the chat first was it. We're like ready, set, go. Jeff Chargers.
You guys threw me the Jags like that was a bad pick. I love that so much.
Yeah.
That was the chat. Jags. We didn't throw you the Jags.
Yeah.
It was all chat.
All right.
It was all chat, Jeff.
Shocked the world. They shocked the world.
It's going to put him over the edge.
For maybe the most stressful day of football since the Wild Aces championship game last year.
What an incredible! I mean, for you and me personally, both of us, our games for our favorite teams went into overtime. Literally deciding whether they were making the playoffs or not. Unbelievable. I haven't seen this anywhere, but this season has to have set the record for overtime games in a season, right?
It was something. I saw a stat last week that the amount of overtime games, especially in the last few weeks, has been a record number, and also the amount of times that I almost threw up from nervousness during the Chargers Raiders game because I was like, nah, they're not going to tie. Oh my god,
unbelievable, unbelievable.
And I wasn't even sleep. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm in the living room just going like.
So, I wasn't watching. I was working on a PowerPoint presentation, and I have this thread with you two, and I would just get from Josh, "Oh," and I don't know what that means. Is that a good O? Is that a bad O?
I mean, you heard the rumblings the week before of like all the weird, wacky things that would have to happen in order to make it that a tie would, and then it all lined up. It was all lining up. It was crazy. I just thought it was so cool.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's check out what we did last week. I think we have a graphic. Jacob, do we have a graphic just last week? I believe
We had a graphic.
I'm not feeling good about this.
Just winners.
Okay. Okay, so let's just talk about it. Ray went. We picked way more games than we usually pick. Ray went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, which is pretty darn good.
I thought it was 4 and 2. Oh,
pretty darn good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Yeah, we picked 6 games. You only got the Colts wrong. You picked the Raiders, Steelers, Niners, Rams, and Saints, all of which won their games. The Colts laid a massive egg.
That killed me. Killing me, Smalls.
Yeah,
love that.
Josh picked every game right. I don't know why you picked the Jags, dude. I don't know why you would pick the Jags.
Macuga.
I was sending in that good mojo.
Oh my god! I started the season so strong, and I think I'm just gonna sputter to a third place.
Oh, that was I had a clean sweep in actual betting last weekend too. Oh.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I also went 5 and 1. I wouldn't have picked the Ravens, but the fans picked the Ravens for me. But I also wouldn't have picked the Jags, and the fans picked the Jags, so that's fair. I would have been furious if the fans hadn't picked the 49ers.
Yeah.
And they picked the 49ers and the Saints. So I went 5 and 1 as well. Patrick, on the other hand, 1 and 5.
Whoa! Yeah, that's enough to knock me out. That's enough to knock me out. I was so strong. I mean, it has to be. I don't actually know the score, but I think, like I said, sputtering to a third place finish is how I'm feeling this win. Not good. I know. I didn't have it.
Yowza.
And I
was focused on this 40 mil. I was getting that bag. not worried about this competition. I got to get my head in the game.
For the players, we also picked players throughout the season with the fantasy points. Based on Yahoo Sports, Austin Eckler came through huge for me.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler. After shaking his hand and hanging out with him a bit, chatting with him in Los Angeles, I feel like I gave him some of my mojo. Some of
he was running everywhere. He was running out of his shoes, man.
Yeah, just showing him everywhere. That Austin Eckler, nicest guy in the NFL. Unbelievable.
Cow.
Unbelievable.
Did you see that moment that went viral where I forget the Raiders name that was talking to him? He was like, "Yo, we were gonna run the clock out if you guys hadn't called a timeout." And he was like, "Wait, what?" Like he didn't know that was coming. I don't think anybody knew except the fans. Like, wait, why would they call a timeout? The Raiders were just gonna run it out. They were gonna tie. They weren't gonna even.
But they called a timeout with like 3 seconds on the play clock. It wasn't like they preserved any time.
No, but they. Yeah. I mean, listen. I think the coach said it best. Staley said it. Regardless, thank you for calling the timeout because it sent us to the playoffs, and that's all that matters.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So I think the big moment has arrived. The winners and losers of our season of fan-controlled fantasy-controlled football. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Our competition. Let's check it out, Jacob.
Oh! Look at that. Solid third place. I've had a feeling. Look at that.
Take that, Macuga.
Jeffrey!
Congrats,
Jeffrey!
I am a real American.
Oh my God!
For what's right with every man.
Is that Ray in fourth place?
He's got me in. He's by 100 points. Jeff got me by 100.
Look at that total dominance.
Jesus!
Just like I run a route on the field, it is
exactly
total precision.
Good.
Oh wow!
I had such a strong start.
Everybody got
I go
there
1 and 5 and I choke it
early.
away. 1 and 5, choke it away. Come on, literally taking victory out of the.
You really did, though, Dees. You did.
Defeat out of the jaws of victory.
Fuck, you really did.
Oh,
wow, Jeffrey! Congratulations on both your victories. Do you have like a speech prepared or anything?
Yeah. Well, Josh.
To be or not to be.
2
A plus, man.
There you go. Our former producer in charge, Banana Lee, says, "Way to go, Jeff."
Yay for me.
Hey, Jacob, do we have one of those generic Jeff wins graphic real quick? Do we have one of those? Jeff wins.
Jeff wins.
You know what?
There it is.
That is reward enough. That really is.
Open our video. What kind of Malian teach me?
Yeah.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh,
I just got clipped.
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
yeah, you did.
I guess I deserve it with all that shoe video.
Amazing.
Man,
so here's the best news that I get to read to you now. I didn't know I won both categories. I didn't know. I had no idea. And now I'm very delighted to read that you, the fans, get to decide on the punishment for the losers next week, which is, let me just reiterate, everybody except me.
Oh, is that how we're defining that? I thought Ray swept that category. I thought Ray had both.
No, I thought it was all of us. We're all losers. All losers.
So you're not his first loser.
Yeah,
you get to vote. You get to vote on the punishment for next week's show.
Oh my God.
Here are your choices, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody except me has to wear a Coach Jenks wig the whole show. Or
for that, I'd do that with that. If I won, I'd do that.
Post on their socials the winner, i.e. me, as their hashtag Man Crush Monday. Although I feel like this one could backfire because the picture that they choose for me is fraught with peril.
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be something from
top that.
Top that, yeah.
It is definitely the top that.
Or your high school yearbook photo.
That'll be my your football uniform.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the mid falling and the shoe coming off.
All of those, by the way, I'm minting as NFTs, and you don't own any of them. Okay, or this is my personal favorite. Losers must write a paragraph of compliments about the winner to be read on the show. I think that will be delightful.
Pretty great.
I'd love to hear everybody's compliments for me.
Yeah,
I'll write mine in iambic pentameter, Jeff.
Or they have to memorize a TikTok dance and then post a TikTok of their amazing moves.
That doesn't seem worth doing.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
That seems kind of lame.
Pretty good. Pretty good. So I believe
who would vote on that?
We're putting up a vote. Jacob, I don't know how that's working. Is that going in the chat right now, I believe? I don't know.
Real quick.
Yeah, it is. It's going in the chat.
If you guys notice, Jeff and Patrick always have microphones. Now, I have a microphone. And on Jeff's recommendation, I bought this device that doesn't work with Mac operating systems. So I had it all ready to go, and then I plugged it in, and it's like, oh, I don't work on your computer. I was like, all right, well, that's out.
It looks great, though. As a prop, top notch.
Yeah.
Thank you. Be like,
ladies and gentlemen, listen.
No, you know.
When I had the first time I had a mic set up and I used it on a Zoom call, right? And one of our co-founders was like, Dees looks like he thinks he invented podcasting. What are you doing?
No, you've come a long way, because I remember the days when you had the headset mic. That's not really good. That's not really
Yes.
Where are we dropping, boys? Where are we dropping?
All right, the vote is up, and posting me as their Man Crush Monday is in the clear lead right now. But it's anybody's game. I root for compliments for Jeff. Compliments for Jeff.
Even if we have to post the Man Crush Monday, I'm going to write a story, like a novella-ish thing for Jeff Cannata. The background, the story, the complimentary version, maybe the origin story of two.
Like young adult fiction type, like you know what I mean? Like where Jeff's the crush in that. Yes,
it's like Goosebumps, but like loose bumps, like that kind of thing. No,
loose bumps. I don't even know what that means. Is that a shoe reference?
I don't know. Maybe it's like the bruises you got from falling when your shoes fell off.
I was thinking more like Teen Vampire, like Twilighty, and it's Team Jeff, and
Vampire
I do
Diaries.
sparkle
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
It's the skin of a killer.
Ray, what's your most hated like white person movie? You know what I mean? Like Twilight, like a Twilight, or
Ray's like all of them.
like The Notebook, or Harry Potter.
One's about cheese.
Harry Potter probably something I wouldn't watch. I cannot. I cannot. Yeah, never seen one of them.
Got it.
No,
Okay.
but I know enough around the Harry Potter universe, so I can talk about muggles and sorting hats and Quidditch. Like I know what any of that shit is. I just say them, and then people go on with their day. Because if you don't explain why you've never seen or read a Harry Potter, you get a talking to.
I'm shocked you've never read a Harry Potter. Dees. I feel like you're a guy that would have read a Harry Potter.
Potter adjacent, yeah, I'm a big Robert Jordan dude and all that other shit. But just never hit with me, and I was not about to invest.
Liquid Eric, hard hitting question. Ray just looked at me like, "What's that now?" Well, you did call us your favorite white people, so I figured I'd throw in some white people.
The tables. That question seemed on the table for that.
Right.
Yeah. You know.
Well, right now it is a dead tie. 37% to 37% between post me as your man crush and do a TikTok dance. And
why would you vote for TikTok dance? That seems terrible.
It ended in a tie, so I guess you guys have to do both.
What, TikTok dance or Man Crush Monday? No, we're doing.
Or I guess you could pick. Maybe you could pick one or the other. I like that.
What if I did the Man Crush Monday while dancing? Right, we do the compliments while doing the dance. Come on.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that.
See, and
I got some moves.
I will.
Ray always says I'm the best white dude dancer that he's ever seen. Ray's
You've never
always
seen
saying
me
that in
dance,
meetings.
Ray.
That's
You've
true.
never
To be fair, you were the only white dude dancer he's ever seen.
I've been called the wedding dance floor dancer of my generation, so I don't know what to tell you.
I
guys.
will. No, let's. I mean, we're laughing and stuff, but I will take the wedding dance floor challenge with any of y'all. I can tear it up. I will tear it up.
Jeff, let me. I'm going to tell you something real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna drop this little piece of knowledge on you. Okay. I was at a pretty high end wedding a few months ago. Okay. And there was a lot of cast members from the television show Glee at this wedding. Okay.
Really raising the bar.
One of the choreographers, if not the main choreographer of the show Glee, during the wedding came up to me and said, he's like, "Are you a dancer?" And I said, "No." He's like, "You should be." And I said, "Okay." So there you go, Jeff.
All right. Well, you know
An
what?
actual choreographer asked if I was a dancer.
One of the most underrated, under-acknowledged.
Rhythm is a dancer.
This sounds so made up.
Yeah, all of it's
so true. But by the way, we always know if someone asks if you're a dancer, you say yes. The only way to settle this, Josh, is that someone has to get married and invite both of us. That's the
so
only
if you're
way
in the
to-
chat and you're just take one for the team. Just go get
just
hitched.
get married.
Get hitched to another person in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, now
I mean, you already have common interests.
Fan controlled wedding.
FCF wedding. I can officiate. I've officiated
Right.
over 10 weddings. Boom.
Yeah, well, our CEO that married Dees. So Rob married Dees.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Ferruti.
Yeah.
Father Ferruti.
True story.
I have also officiated 3 weddings. Not as many as you, Josh. Yeah, I know it's not.
Damn,
everything's-
y'all-
not everything's a
lost by
competition.
one.
So everybody can just
Finally, something you don't. Finally, something you don't win.
That's right. We dance and we officiate. We're just all about the weddings. All right. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah.
We got-
give me an officiating card. Everybody else got one. Damn.
If you thought this was already about the chicken dance, we got some chicken coming up. That was a terrible segue. I was trying.
Jeff.
I was trying for something.
Ray,
Look, he took a swing, Josh. He
did.
went for it.
If you thought these were delicious nuggets of information,
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Bring it back. Bring it
I don't know what you were doing.
here we go. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be back with a new segment. I think you're gonna like.
Let's go.
Be right back. Look at those, man. Those are so sick. All right. It is time for a brand new segment on the show, sponsored by Tyson. It is called Tyson Presents Hungry for the Season, which we are. We are all hungry for the season. Now you are looking, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Josh Butler. I play DB at Michigan State University. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas. My drive and motivation to play football is to be able to inspire others, because football is not only something I do for fun. You can use football to further your life goals as well. I actually go out there and like race against my dogs. As you can see displayed today, I ran a 4.38 just simply off of working with them. They really inspired me ever since I was in college, going through adversity, depression, whatever you may go through as a human being. They've helped me out a lot.
Hey, 1-3 is Revis Island right now. Okay, 1-3. Hey, what's your name, my boy?
Josh. It's actually fun just to be able to go against other people. Not a lot of people are putting together stuff like this these days. Whatever opportunity you have, whatever path that you have, take it, because one door open, one door closed. You take that open door always.
That's right. Let's bring him onto the show. Josh Butler, welcome to Cannata. Keep his shoes on. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Doing
Josh
good.
Butler, legend, man.
I'm just thrilled Jeff has to say the name of the episode more than once. It's fantastic.
That package on you, Josh, looked so great, man.
That's what she said, Josh.
Hey.
Ray, talk about some low-hanging chicken there. Come on, brought to you by Tyson's Anytizers.
Come on, bro.
You want some nuggets? Get some Tyson.
Ray, destroying, my God.
Man, oh, man.
JB, what's up, man? Hey, look, I got a chance to interview this cat, and this dude, man, really impressed me. Not just on the field, but off the field too. Like I really dug what you were doing on the field, man, because you were up against a lot of the. I pulled him out, and put him up against some of the top guys that we signed at LA, and Joe Mathis that everybody was loving. I put him up against him, man, and he was all up in there, man. And I saw enough to say this guy's gonna be a star. Then I went into the locker room and interviewed him, and then it was just like, this guy's it. This is the one. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Just enjoying my day. It's kind of cloudy out here in LA right now, but it's going pretty good.
So, what do you make of? I mean, this will be your first entry into this kind of a league where the fans literally control everything. They call the plays. What do you make of that?
I already know a lot of people who I've been telling about it. I was like, oh yeah, I went to the FCF thing, and I was like, oh, I can't wait, because they already knew about the FCF a little bit. So there's a lot of people that I talk to on Twitch, and they can't wait to actually see me there. So I've been telling them, like, literally every day, every time I go on my Twitch stream, I'll be like, hey, what about the FCF? They're like, I heard you was with Destroying's video and everything. I was like, hey man, I'm just excited to be there for real. Just to actually be able to play football and everything. So, it's been real tough since COVID, and just to actually be on the field and playing against other people again, I'm just ready to play.
We'll talk about season one. You probably had an opportunity to see what those teams were like season one. We're kind of doubling the number of teams. Have you put any thought into, do you want to play for one of the new teams, maybe one of the legacy teams? And if so, which of the teams do you think, you think you'd be rocking?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't specifically pick one. I have no idea.
Well, how this league works too is we draft every week, at least for the first 3-4 weeks, and so you get your chance to play probably on a couple different teams unless you get franchise tagged.
Okay.
And I will say, when we were at the LA Combine, we heard your number a lot. Everybody's like, look for 13. Look for 13.
It was only 4 DBs.
And being a Big Ten guy, I went to Penn State. Obviously, didn't play football there, but you're a Michigan State guy. What's like the transition been like from you from college till now? What have you kind of been up to? Obviously, we see you training with your dogs. I love the content; it's fantastic.
Yeah. So what I've been up to now, ever since I graduated Michigan State with my master's. A lot of our stuff got canceled due to COVID, just like everybody else. And so we didn't have a chance opportunity for a pro day a year coming out, which has probably been my better chance to actually make it further to the league. But ever since that happened, I moved out to LA, started pursuing acting and producing because I got my master's in media and information for film. And I've been doing really good with that. Been on a couple of shows like All American, filmed a lot of commercials, HBO shows and stuff like that. So I've been doing that a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool just to be out here and actually seeing people. I've met a lot of famous people, a lot of musicians and stuff, and people that I see on TV a lot, and they like literally right in front of you, like talking to them. They real cool. So it's just amazing to be able to experience that so far. So I've been doing that and social media as well for like income and stuff. Trying to learn a little bit more about like NFTs and stuff. I'm trying to get into it. I don't know too much, but I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to get really, really into that. So I've just been doing that a lot since I've been out here. But like I said, I've been training. I did the spring league last year in 2021. And then after that, just staying shape, staying ready. Because, as you've seen, what I did at the combine, I was already in like football shape because I consistently work out just about every day. I take my recovery days. I actually focus a lot on my body now, meaning like recovery time and actually healing, taking that time to heal because you don't really get that chance to opportunity when you're in college to just heal because you got to go day to day type of thing. But now that, you kind of control whatever you want to do, it's helped a lot. I'll tell you that it helped a lot.
Wow. See, it's so funny. Everything that I always say about free agents, you always hear me talk about that being ready. And you ain't a free agent sitting on the couch, and you see him out here running with his dogs. You see him going to our tryouts. You see him talking about nutrition. He's got that extra hustle on the side, so he ain't got no excuses. Like that's what a true free agent does, man. It was like when I sat and talked to this guy, I was just like, man, and to be honest, people need to also thank our team owner Renee Montgomery. Her agent was the one actually who Paul is how we got connected with Josh. So Josh is going to be one of those guys on that defense that you guys need to be reckoning with for sure.
That's awesome. Just awesome.
It really is cool, man. As seeing your poise and your enthusiasm and your composure, it's really cool because one of the big parts of this league is that it isn't just about what happens on the field. I mean, it's a lot about what happens on the field, but they're looking for athletes that are more than that, that bring that presence, that social media presence, that creating content, that want to have a brand and a personality and be larger than life. Is that aspect of it something that you're looking forward to as well?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Just to be able to influence a lot of people, like with the type of content I make. A lot of people ask me a lot about football, like how to even make it to college from high school, they ask a lot about that. And then you get a couple like 15, 14-year-olds, they're like, how do you play DB or how do you learn different stuff like that? And I try to give them as much information as possible. A lot of people don't have that access to certain people. They'd be like, oh, I look up to this person, look up to this other person. Majority of the time I'm responding to half of my DMs depending on what they are. Sure. Depending on what they are, they ask. They're like, "Hey, how do you get better with footwork? Or how you
complimenting your package?"
Oh my god!
Well, to piggyback off of what Jeff was saying a little bit about content, you come to this league already with a community. This is an opportunity to grow that community, find new eyeballs, and really use this as a platform. Like, what types of content do you want to create? Again, part of this kind of groundbreaking, bleeding edge technology league. Like, what are the type of special opportunities from the league that you make content around, do you think?
Most definitely more football content. A lot of people been asking me a lot of football stuff, man. So I get to actually finally get that, because they ask a lot. They like, we need more football stuff. We need more football stuff. I'm like, bro, I just need people to go against. Because half the time, nobody ever wants to just go out and do one-on-ones or stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, come on, bro, go to the football field. Let's go right now.
This is a league about one-on-ones, right? Because
exactly.
Are you excited about that? Extra points are the man-up drills, right?
I am very excited about that. Yep.
Yeah.
We did a lot of one-on-ones.
Yeah. But that was another thing though, that it was I was able to evaluate him because he did so many reps, and I remember he was getting fade and fade and a fade. I was like, go back again because I wanted to see if he was trained up. And a lot of guys fold. People think about like 1 or 2 plays. He consistently did plays over and over and over, and that's why I was like, he's in shape, he's ready to go, and this is the type of guy that we want. So yeah, man, I was impressed, JB, for real.
Well, actually, I mean, you've been looking for somebody to go one-on-one. I was wondering if you could help me break down a little game footage. Can we pull up Jeff?
No.
Pull this up. I would love for you to watch this footage.
No. We've just got like some footage from the LA Combine of one of our.
Yeah, just wondering if you can help us break it down.
He's a defensive back. He's gonna be commenting on Josh's footwork, not mine.
He's gonna say what he maybe would want to do against this receiver. If you
how would you square up against him? Okay, really break it down for us, Josh.
The route is unpredictable.
If you notice, his shoes fall off there, Josh.
I ran out of my shoes.
Yeah. Now that's the question for you, Josh. Have you ever run so fast your shoes have fallen off? Or have they fallen off before you've actually gotten off the line?
Nah, that's the end of the broad right there. That's immediately.
Yeah. But you can understand how it would be the high skill that would cause that, right? It's not a low skill.
Elite.
Yeah.
Hey.
Josh,
on a serious note, though, like what draws you to being a defensive back? Is that a position that you were drawn to as a young player, or did you kind of get funneled there because of your skill set?
As a young player, I just pretty much did almost every position: receiver, running back. I usually like offense the majority of the time. But once I did get to that defensive side, and then like I had a coach that actually knew what he was doing and taught us everything that needs to be known, I really started to love the defensive side of it. And he broke it down real easy. His name was Coach Ward at West Mesquite High School. He broke it down real easy for us. Worked on it every single day, how to understand alignments and based off of routes. It was so simple. And next thing you know, you just stunning, and you're like a defensive player. Then you get to hit people. That's what most people don't understand. You get to hit people for free. Like you can't get in trouble for actually tackling somebody. So the defensive side of it is definitely a mindset thing, and you get to actually have fun on the defensive side. I've seen a lot of people have like really fun on the defensive side. And it's a lot of things that a lot of people don't get to experience. It's hard being a DB, most definitely. Probably it is the hardest position on the field because you're really out there just guessing and reading body language the whole time. And just to be able to craft that and be really good at that is something really impressive to do.
So Josh, this is a 2-part kind of question. So one, who would you model like your defensive back? Ray was a huge Deion Sanders primetime fan. When he was playing football, who would you model your game after? And in a 7-on-7 league, last year we had a lot of, Hail Mary game winners too, and then to win the championship, we had a walk-off QB sneak. So the league goes both ways, 7-on-7. What's what's the special kind of challenges within that kind of league?
I'm gonna see first question. I'll probably model my game. I've watched a lot of people.
Look at the dogs
back there rumbling. I had to put Darrelle Revis in there. Champ Bailey.
Okay. Love it.
Yeah. I had to put those in there most definitely. But I ain't gonna lie, the majority of the time I used to just watch Devin Hester all the time. So as far as football goes, I just watch him literally all the time.
100 speed on Madden. 100 speed on Madden.
Every time. So as far as like DBs though, I put Champ Bailey and Darrelle Revis in there. But for just normal football, I used to just watch Devin Hester highlights all the time. Just all the time.
That's my guy right there. Hey, I see. Look, my best friend in the whole wide world is over there sleeping on the thing right there. And I think pit bulls are some of the most amazing dogs. And I know that's another way you and I vibe because I know you have a couple pit bulls, man. Like, tell us about your dogs, bro.
Yeah. Roxy and Remy back there playing with their toy. I got Roxy back in 2017, and then I got Remy in 2019. So they've been with me had just about half of my college time. So I was with them. Got them at like 5-6 weeks old. You know, basically raised them as they like kids for real. You know, you grow up with them. You teach them everything that they need to know. You know, not to mess up stuff in the crib. That took oh my goodness, that took so long. But you know, it was definitely a challenge trying to figure out everything, especially being a student athlete. You know, trying to get a master's and everything. It was kind of difficult, but it was doable. It's very doable. So a lot of people that looked up to me, they ended up starting getting dogs and stuff too.
Cool.
Yeah, it was real cool. But they've been with me for a long time. You know, just been rocking with me. We've been to a lot of places, traveling wise, or you know, just with everything going on with life. They've been there helping me out with a lot of things, you know. And so yeah, they just pretty much go everywhere I go for real.
That's amazing.
Have you beat them in a race yet? Have you beat them? If you get
I have actually. Yeah, I actually have. It's just a little funny when they actually beat me in races though. But yeah, I've like the training part of it. Like I get it. You know, sometimes I just make it like for like fun content. But when I actually put the camera away, I actually do a lot of training with them as far as like going to like Runyon Canyon. I'm a one-man army. I don't have like a camera. Yeah, I don't have a cameraman recording us or whatever. So I just go and just do it. You know, sometimes it's okay to put the camera down and just put the work in. And so I go to like either Runyon Canyon and run up the hills with them, or I go like work on my starts, work on explosion and stuff like that. Because you ain't gonna get a better start than a natural dog. Like, you know, you're not gonna get better. And you can compete and stay up the par with a dog. You're definitely doing something right. So I try to do something like that, and then with like my normal training stuff, I do a lot of Bulgarian split squats, and then I work a lot on my quads and my hamstrings because you strengthen those up, strengthen your knees and everything too. So like I said, I've just been focusing on a lot of just the body, the mind, foods, everything like that. Just to help out with my training and everything, and they helped out a lot. Agility, speed, all that stuff too, and I do my normal workout routines and just get the work in. You know,
I don't want to say, I don't want to. This is going to come out wrong, but I think you guys know what I mean. Is you're a big name coming in to season 2.0, Josh. You're going to have receivers are going to want to beat you in the end zone. Yeah. It's like Revis Island. It's like Bailey Island. I don't know, but I know Revis Island was the thing.
I like the challenge.
Their receiver, your number is gonna get called. Those offensive plays are gonna get called your way. So I think everybody's really excited to see some pick sixes from Josh Butler.
I like a challenge. I like, you know what I'm saying, to get to actually go. Like I said, I guess to get to go against people again. It's
Hey, they ain't trying to go to Butler Street. There you go. He gonna have it all locked down. I already know.
Oh, outside of competing with real people again, because I know you're clearly excited about that. Like, what is this league is unique in so many ways. What else is like the thing that you're looking forward to most about this season 2?
I know it's a lot of new stuff that I've been putting out lately. I've been trying to watch and keep up on Twitch. A lot of the things. It's very different now. Compared to like last season, apparently. Yeah. So I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn a little bit more about it. But it was just one thing that like specifically stood out to me. It was something about like what other new team did y'all add? So it was like a new rule, right? Y'all added a new rule into
what
the game?
Well, we added 4 new teams.
Did y'all add a new rule into it?
I mean, the rules are fan decided as well. So literally everything is controlled by the fans. 4 new teams that are based on NFT fan bases. I mean, a whole bunch of new stuff coming down the pike.
I seen something about like the paper rock scissors thing.
There
it is. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
I'm gonna be at center field every game doing the rock paper scissors, Josh, and then gonna turn it into the biggest spectacle in the history of organized sports. Okay. So get your fingers, get your fist, and get your flat hand ready. We're going rock paper scissors, bud.
What's your go-to move? What do you throw more than anything?
Why would I tell you that?
Good answer. It is mind games. That's what that's all about. You got to get in your opponent's head. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
man,
gonna crush this.
Josh Butler, thank you so much for being with us, man. We are so excited to see you on the field for season 2.0. It's coming soon. Thank you for taking the time and good luck this season.
And thank y'all for having me. I have a good day.
Good luck. Have a good one,
Josh.
All right. See y'all.
Josh Butler.
He's
Butler
awesome.
What a dude.
I know we say this all the time. That guy's gonna be a dude. That dude's gonna be a star, dude.
Yeah, you can tell, right?
That dude is gonna kill everything that we do, man. Like I loved his tenacity. Like talk to him, he's real. I say it all the time. What's the best compliment you can get? It's coachable. Like you just kept throwing him stuff, and he was like, all right, and picks it up. You can tell he's cerebral. You can tell he's cerebral. You can tell the way
super comfortable in his own skin. You know, like you just feel comfortable talking to him. He just feels like he's really got it together. You know,
Doing some on-field dog content too. Just saying. Come on,
I tell you what, if the show's not called Butler Street, what are we even doing this for?
Well, the names are up right now. The options are for vote are the Jeff route.
Come on.
40 million.
All right.
We got 40 M's. And my personal favorite that is currently in the lead, Toner and Ink.
Let's go.
Unbelievable. Vote on what this show will be called next week. What's up?
Dees, one of the plays has got to be called the Josh route.
Oh my God.
Like a backside fade, Josh route.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah. Oh, for Josh Butler. Yeah.
I think we gotta have one play that's called Toner and Ink. Toner and Ink. You got 2 out routes and I don't know, like a tight end. I don't know. I think we should really start having.
During this keynote, Ray, we just let them vote on a play in the middle of the keynote.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
So good. I love that.
The vote has ended, and with a full 50% of the vote, Toner and Ink is what this show will be called next week because you have the power. You are the fans, and we give the power to the fans here. Really, anything other than
who is Ink?
That's the eternal
like
question.
a toner, right?
I look like an Ink.
Like a toner written all over me.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
A lot of big toner guy.
It's always really resonated with me. Yeah.
Hawken isotoners, you know?
There you go.
Speaking of Hawken, let's talk about Tyson chickens, anytizers. Jeff, tell them about some anytizers, would you?
I was so excited to talk about anytizers. You saw that segment where we talked to Josh Butler. This is going to be a recurring segment we're going to have on this very show. The Tyson Hungry for the Season. Tyson Presents Hungry for the Season recurring segment where we will talk to players for the upcoming season 2.0, like our friend Josh Butler and others who are names you should get excited about. You should be keeping track of. You should want to draft to your teams. These are the stars of the next season that you're going to see previewed here. And the reason that we get to preview them is because of Tyson and because of their delicious anytizers. Anytizers are good any time of the day, right? Mr. Macuga, we're talking boneless chicken bites. We're talking honey barbecue. We're talking buffalo. We're talking popcorn chicken. We're talking tequila lime. Yeah, I didn't forget tequila lime.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Jeff, let me tell you something. Big, bold flavor, packed full of protein. If anybody wants to know anything about a Tyson chicken anytizer, you come over to my house, I throw them in the air fryer, and we get weird.
When can we go? When? What part of the day is perfect?
Jeff, anytime.
Anytime, Josh.
For an anytizer.
Literally anytime. You know what the FCF does not have any of?
What's that?
Kicks. There's no kicks in our team. You know why? Because anytizers have more kicks of flavor than we can possibly handle.
We got all we need.
Pow, 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 all pow, we need. Pow. If you think Ray's Tennessee jacket is loud, wait till you throw an anytizer in your mouth. Woo-hoo!
We're talking chicken fries. We're talking wings. We're talking popcorn chicken. We're talking boneless chicken bites.
Hey, if you think those anytizers got kicked, What about the kicking off your shoes like Jeff did?
Oh, man.
That's right.
Let me show it. Jacob, Tyson did not bring us this video, but let me tell you something. If there's any time to kick off your shoes and enjoy an Anytizer, it's when your good pal Jeff Cannata lines up against you at a professional football league tryout. The FCF Combines live in Orlando and in Atlanta in February. We'll be Anytizing anytime with Jeff Cannata's flying shoes.
And it's all packaged like Jeff wants it.
I love a good package. That's the truth. That is the truth. All right, guys. This has been a fun one. I'm just glad that the show will never again be called Cannata Keep His Shoes On. That's all I care about.
You think?
Next week we will be called.
Do it again. You know that. Right?
Yeah, that's not a rule.
We can put that in every week.
Well, I think we've all seen that video enough times. It can be burned now.
Jacob, if you don't keep that forever, I will be livid.
All right. This has been a fun one. Hey, don't forget, tryouts.fcf.io if you want to sign up or know somebody that should. February 4th, February 26th are the next dates. But we will be back here next Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, right here on twitch.tv/FCF, where we guarantee power to the fans. See you next week.